Okay, so if you picked the Groovy Tarot, ooh, this is going to be your year 2021. 2021, the year spread. We're going to pick 13 cards. You can tell us the general overview, and then we're going to go month by month. See what messages Spirit has for the group number one, Groovy Tarot. And then before we do that, I want to pick a card from the Gabby Bernstein Spirit Junkie deck. I really love this deck. It's got lots of beautiful affirmations. So maybe you could use this as a mantra for the year, or even just for today for the reading. Just pick one card, Spirit. What message do you have for group one? Thank you. Just go with this one. This one's calling out. These don't really fly out. I am in sync with the flow of life. Let's see if I can get a good picture of that. Turn it sideways. I'm just experimenting with this camera for the first time. So I am in sync with the flow of life. So that's going to be your overview or your mantra spirit card for this reading. So we'll just leave that right there. Put it where you can see it. See if I can figure out the angle. There we go. Okay. I am in sync with the flow of life. That's a great message, isn't it? It's the only way to be. All right, so thank you, Spirit, angels, teachers. We're going to do 13 cards for the year. Give them a good shuffle. I recently saw a TikTok video of someone who was talking about how many potential combinations there are in the tarot deck. And so it's quite random, of course, the way the cards come out. But from a mathematical perspective, the combinations, the true combinations of how many cards in the order that they come out, there are so many that literally every spread that anyone could ever do in their lifetime is probably going to be different. So that being said, if you are watching these and the same cards keep coming out, then that most likely means that the universe or spirit has a message for you. So let's go. We're going to do 13 cards. I'm just going to cut these one time or two times. One more good shuffle. And let's go. Number 13. That's going to be the general overview for the year. Then we have January, February. Oh, let's do it this way. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And I'm sorry I'm doing these on my floor. I don't have a proper setup yet, and there's Christmas fuzz left over. So there we go, our 13 cards. So the overview for the year. I'm going to start here in the middle. And I'm not going to do reversals for today's reading. So the Chariot. Oh, I love it. So the overall year for 2021 for you is going to be the Chariot, which is a card indicating movement, forward movement, okay? So keep that in mind as we go through the rest of the reading. So let's start. January, we have the Five of Pentacles. So perhaps you are in a situation currently or in the recent past where you were feeling left out in the cold. This card shows two people that are literally left out in the cold. So there might be a situation that has caused you to feel like you've been abandoned or neglected or forgotten. And that might happen in the month of January. So that's okay, because the overall energy is forward movement. And a lot of times when this happens, it puts us in a place of where we have no other option but to move forward in a different and better way. So keep that in mind as you go through January. February, we have the Page of Pentacles. So this dude okay, for February, you have the Page of Pentacles. So this card, see if I can get it to focus, is a guy on an adventure. It represents a learning and enthusiastic, idealistic energy, but maybe not like a well thought out plan. So because you've been left out in the cold, but the overall energy, like we've talked about, is moving forward. Perhaps in February, something's going to happen that you have a new idea for a business or career or where you want to go, and you are feeling enthusiastic about it. You are excited about it, but maybe you don't know what the details are just yet. So be looking towards maybe a new exciting opportunity in February, but one where the details haven't quite been sorted out. For March, we have Smokey the Bear. This is an addition. This is an add-on to this deck that's just kind of funny, but it is a 4, and maybe this deck didn't come with a book or explanation or anything. To me, he's like the emperor, so maybe there's something about nature. Maybe that resonates, or going like on a camping trip in March, or maybe there's a bear coming into your life in March. Maybe you're going to be spending time in nature. All right. For April, we have the Queen of Wands. She's very similar to Smokey here. You can see similarities. They both have animals around them, and they're holding a staff. Smokey's got a shovel, so if I could show you that. The lighting's not very good. Smokey's got a shovel, and the Queen of Wands has a wand, but they're both sitting on their thrones. They've got rainbows behind them. So I feel like for whoever picked this, there might be something about travel or going, just being outside. This Queen of Wands is surrounded by cats, so but then she's also got the pyramids behind her, so maybe you'll be going to Egypt, or there's someone Egyptian. I'm getting the name Cleopatra is coming to me, but the Queen of Wands represents someone who is warm-hearted, nurturing, and confident, and perhaps someone like that will be coming into your life in April that gives you advice or helps you out on this journey, or maybe that's the energy that you are going to embrace in April. So Queen of Wands. See that? There you go. Okay, for May, we have Death. Ooh, the Death card. Sometimes this is, it can bother people, but really, like, and I love this one because it has the Peace card on the flag. You know, I'm getting the sense that the year 2021 is a 5-year. 5s represent change. So, and we're starting there with change. And then this is the 5th month of May. There's the peace sign again. And in this deck, the Pentacles are represented by the peace sign. So in May, perhaps there will be a death of the old and a coming in of the new, some changes that are realized and help you to continue on your journey in a positive manner. Remember, I'm in sync with the flow of life, so all of these things, this journey, just remember that as you go into this year. All right, for, what are we on? January, February, March, April, May, June. June, we have the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands. And this card represents looking into the possibilities that await you, you know, and making a decision. New horizons, exploration. So plans have progressed or short-term goals been reached. Long-term needs to be considered. Travel, adventure, and a new partnership may come in too. So after this change, you know, perhaps, you know, feeling left out in the cold, you have an idea that comes to you in February, but you don't really know what to do about it. Maybe in March you decide to go spend some time in nature, like camping or something, and you get a little bit more understanding or guidance. And then this queen or you embrace this energy of nurturing this idea, or someone comes in and gives you some advice and you make the decisions necessary to change you. And then you're looking at these opportunities in front of you in June. So you'll have a decision to make in June. Let's see what July has for you. July, we have the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. July. 9 of Wands. So this card is one of, it's like you've been making progress, but there might be a little bit of one final obstacle. So maybe in June you're going to make a decision and then you head towards it based on all this knowledge you've gained, and something comes up in July that seems like an obstacle. But like Gabby Bernstein says, obstacles are detours in the right direction. So whenever life gives you an obstacle, that's just a way of guiding us to where we need to go. Almost like a wall, you know, in a maze or something. But know that you're on the right path. When you get to July, realize that the choices you've made, the decisions you've made have been the right ones. You just have to have a little bit of perseverance and your goal will be realized. Let's see, July, June, July, May, June, July, August. Oh, August, look, yes, we have the 6 of Wands, which is victory. So after you push past this obstacle that pops up in July, August should bring a time of victory for you. I love that. I love that comes after that card, because it just shows that Obstacles are indeed detours in the right direction, and this is all about movement. I'm getting chills. I love it. You know, the overall energy for your year is movement. So September, we have the Four of Pentacles. So September might be a little bit of a challenging time. Like, you've worked hard, you've had success, and you don't want to lose it, because you are remembering back in January when you felt like you were left out in the cold, you know. And so in September, you might be feeling a little bit, I don't want to say like greedy, but you might just be feeling like you need to hold on to what you've earned and what you've done, and that's okay. You have to protect what you've worked hard for, but we can't let that overtake us, because it ends up being causing a little bit of misery in the long term. So let me just make sure there's nothing to add there. Yeah, so your efforts have given you the things that you want, some financial security and happiness, but you don't want to become too possessive, because that doesn't leave any room for any growth or expansion. So that's September. October, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords coming in. So this might be someone new coming in October. The King of Swords energy. You know, he's got that pentacle around his neck, so maybe a business partner, or someone that is a good businessman, a shrewd businessman. Sometimes represents like a lawyer, or someone that is just sharp and tactful. So to me, I'm getting the energy that this is like a career. This feels like a career situation, or like a business partnership. I'm getting the business partnership kind of strongly, actually. So maybe a business partner will come in to help you turn these Four of Pentacles into something even greater, Ten of Pentacles even. So that's October. November, we have Make Love Not War, the Lovers. November, Make Love Not War, the Lovers card. So maybe this isn't a business, or maybe this business partner turns into a love situation, you know. Maybe it turns into something that's loving. You know, lovers could also represent working together. Oh, that's not the Lovers. It's the Two of Cups. Sorry. Two of Cups. It looks like the Lovers. They are lovers. So yeah, it's just a union, or it could be a new relationship coming in. Like I said before. It's got like the caduceus in the background, like that Kundalini snake that's on the medical symbol. So maybe that means something to you. Maybe you're going to be opening a clinic or something. So there's some kind of partnership happening in November. And then in December, we have the moon. Ooh, the moon energy. Like this one too. Got a wolf on there. It's lots of blues and purples. So December might be just a time of rest and kind of reflection. The moon reflects the sun. So December is the perfect time to reflect over the past year, what you've learned and what you've accomplished. It can also be like a time of uncertainty in December. But to me, I feel the energy feels more like it's just going to be a time of reflection and wondering, you know, kind of looking towards the year ahead. So yeah, that's your reading for pile 1, the Groovy Tarot. I hope that resonated, helped, gives you a little bit of thoughts, and remember that this is just a guide. You can of course change any of these energies, but overall it looks like it's going to be a very good year for you. It looks like you're going to have some success, and you're going to there's going to be a lot of movement towards the things that you want. And just like everything, it's the flow. It's all about the flow of life. Life is constantly changing. In fact, the only constant is change. So remember, go with the flow. Remember, the universe has your back, and obstacles are detours in the right direction. Hi. Oh, look, Lola's going to be in this video. Move, Lola. Okay. If you chose pile number two, we have the Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine. And this is, I love this deck because it has a picture. It has a picture, like a modern kind of illustration picture, and then it has like a really brief description about the card, and then it has all these symbols in the corners that reflect like different things. So we'll talk about that a little bit more here in just a second. But in order to give the overall energy for the reading, I am going to start by pulling a card from Gabby Bernstein's Spirit Junkie deck, right here, which I really love. It has some good mantras, like some affirmations that I really love. The art is really beautiful too. So maybe this can be a mantra for the reading or for the year, however you want to, however it resonates with you. And then we'll get into your reading. So shuffle these. Get us a Spirit Junkie card, because we're all Spirit Junkies if we're watching tarot and tuning into spirit. So just pick one of these. We have, my productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. So just ignore Lola's butt in the background. But yeah, here's our card. This is pretty, this one's got a lot to it. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Focus. My productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. So all about focusing on what makes you happy. Then things become much easier. So let's put that there in the corner and get on with the reading. Can't really figure out the direction. It's like backwards. Okay. All right. Angel Wisdom Tarot, Radley Valentine. Let's shuffle these. And like I was telling group one, I saw a video recently that was talking about how many different combinations in tarot there are. And I'm not going to be doing any reversals today, just because of time, and some of the decks that I have aren't meant to be read like that. Like this one, I don't think has any reversals. But the post or the video on TikTok was talking about how many different possible combinations there are in tarot, and it's like you could like literally like never in your entire lifetime come up with the same spread of cards because of how many different combinations there are. So just know that if you found this video and you clicked on it, there's a reason, and that if you keep getting, watch a bunch of these and keep getting the same messages over and over again, then that's likely the universe, spirit, trying to give you a message. So I don't believe in coincidences. So all right, and I know it's not the greatest setup, but I'm just getting started. So, and I just felt called to do this, so I'm doing it. All right, so we're gonna do 13 cards. The middle one is going to be the overall kind of theme for the year, and then we're going to go through each month and see what spirit what the year has in store for you. What messages Spirit wants you to know about these upcoming months. So overall energy, we're going to start with January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. All right. Like I said, we're not going to do reversals, so I'll just go from there. Okay, so overall, I love it, for your 2021 group 2 is the 10 of Cups. Oh, I got chills. I love this. One of my favorite cards. So the 10 of Cups represents, let me see if I can get it in focus. Let's see, I did it sideways. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the happy family. All right, it's not going to work, so I'm just going to read it. A happy marriage, happily ever after, emotional contentment, a loving relationship with your children, people you can trust. So overall energy for your year of 2021 is emotional contentment, 10 of Cups, the ultimate everything. All right. So maybe you're going to start that family, have that white picket fence, meet that person, get married. Just an overall very positive energy for 2021. So, yay, you're 2. All right. So for January, we have, the Lovers. Embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. I'm getting chills. Make choices from the heart, vibrant health, or recovery from an illness. So in January, you are going, maybe if you are not in a relationship, you're going to meet somebody, fall in love. If you are in a relationship, maybe your bonds will deepen. Perhaps you will just be feeling loved and full of love and have connection with your friendships, great friendships. The advice, make choices from the heart, and you should be feeling good. And if you've been sick, hopefully getting better. So that is such positive energy for January. For February, we have release. Endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release situations or people that hold you back, and spiritual transformation. Oh, what a lovely card. Oh, man, group 2. 2021 is going to be your year. Try to get these in focus. So release. Let go of what's not serving you. Endings that lead to new beginnings. So embrace the journey. I feel like group 1 was very focused on, I felt like more of like a career situation, business, life, like, just like the ins and outs, daily struggles of life. And this feels very like emotional. So at least for the beginning of the year for you. Maybe you're going to move into this you're in this energy of love in January, and that leads you to be able to let go of something from the past that might be holding you back in February, or a time of spiritual transformation, which is always really great. For March, we have the Knight of Cups. Romantic, flirtatious, introspective, fickle, falling in love, being swept off your feet, a sudden love affair, lack of balance, situations that make your heart flutter, love of art and poetry. Maybe the sense I'm getting, or what I'm kind of picking up on, feeling for you, is that January you're in this space of love, and this allows you to release something, and then in March you have this Knight of Cups, or maybe you become a Knight of Cups and are seeking out these loving, like just a fun, carefree, loving relationship, or even maybe just a fling, but it will be something like, dreamy and fun, and sometimes those things come into our lives to teach us lessons. Sometimes they come into our lives to sweep us off our feet, and it's a great feeling no matter what, so keep your heart open. Oh, and then in April, we have the Emperor. Logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation, accept a leadership role, structure, and discipline. So, perhaps this love affair will give you the confidence that you need in another situation, or perhaps this will turn into something that is not serving you. You've learned to let go of things that are not serving you through this spiritual transformation, and you are able to, maybe put some boundaries up. Let's see what the book says. Let's get some clarification on the Emperor. This shows Archangel Michael. So maybe that might be something that becomes important in April, is a connection to Archangel Michael, but he's also a protector. And his sword of light will help you release anything getting in the way of your success. So it says, meanwhile, the Emperor is taking care of business. He loves Emperor-centered creative chaos. And the Knight of Cups often brings chaos, even though it's a lovely, artsy, beautiful, fun, adventurous chaos. But only for so long. Eventually, there's got to be a little discipline or organization. So this is a role, a leader, communicator. It represents the need to communicate clearly and wise, but compassionate. So, perhaps, if there's not some balance, and there's something that is, causing a little bit of chaos, even though it's lovely, in April, you either are going to embody this or channel in this Archangel Michael, to help you kind of get more grounded, so that it can ultimately lead to this, because you aren't going to have this if it's not balanced and there isn't some kind of structure and organization. Love is great, but it's also, it requires work, and there's some practicalities. So many major arcanas in this one. So that's April. In May, you have the Hermit, time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor, and self-discovery. So perhaps something is going to happen in April that ends this love affair with the Knight of Cups, and then in May, you go into hermit mode, which is totally okay. It's okay. Or maybe when you decide to put up these boundaries, the Knight of Cups turns and goes the other way, and you're left alone. Or if you're in a relationship, you just spend some time in reflection in May. May will be a time of inner solitude and self-discovery, which is always a good thing. You've gone through the spiritual transformation, and so that sometimes you have to retreat and come back to yourself. In June, we have, I think this is the Ace of Wands. An amazing opportunity. Be bold, courageous, and optimistic. Now is the time to take action. Do what you're passionate about. So, let me just make sure that this is the page of, I don't want to tell you I'm wrong. Ace of, they're a fire, not wands in this deck. So, one of fire, Ace of Fire. This is it. Usually relates to any career or creative, but basically it's just a time of passion and going for what you want, and doing it with fervor. So go for it in June. If something comes up, a new opportunity, a new job opportunity perhaps will be happening in June. But overall, it looks like a very positive energy. Let's see. July, we have the Three of Fire, Three of Wands. This came up in group 1 spread too. I think for June for them. But the Three of Wands, planning for long-term abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors, be patient as you decide what's next. So lovely. I like that. I love that illustration with most of the cards for this one, most decks show the person looking out, and this one shows the person coming back onto land, but you can see she was in a ship floating in the sky. So anyway, I feel like for you in July, you're feeling confident and just in your power. You went for it in June, and July you might have a couple of other opportunities or choices, but you're feeling empowered and abundant. So that's great energy for July. In August we have Seven of Wands. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. So May, June, July, August. So August, there might be you're feeling empowered, and then you find yourself in a situation where some others are coming at you. Just remember that you made the choices for yourself, and you might need to stand up for yourself. But also be wise in the battles that you fight. That's a good lesson in life. Sometimes we have to pick our battles. We can't win them all. And so have confidence, but also choose your battles wisely, and you should be good. Remember, this is all, the overall energy is the Ten of Cups. So this all is working in your favor to give you that emotional fulfillment, that emotional contentment. Oh, I love it. For September, we have the Star. I also love the Star. Star is another one of my favorites in the tarot. So the Star, have faith, the future is bright, dreams come true, positive changes that bring an end to challenging times, the light at the end of the tunnel. So it looks like August might be a time of conflict and a little bit of a difficult month. So September will bring you maybe some peace from the situation that happens in August. So that's great energy, the light at the end of the tunnel if you've been struggling. Every year is ups and downs, and that's part of life. So looks good. So many major arcana group 2. All right, let's see that. September, October, we have balance, blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary. Successful compromise, the power of diversity, self-control, patience, and balance. Wow, I just got goosebumps again. So it looks like maybe the battle you end up fighting in August comes to balance in October, and the results are extraordinary. What a lovely card. And I can't imagine. I love that comes after the Star. There's hope for the future, and then in October there's the balance that you're seeking. Let me see which angel that is, because this is the angel wisdom. Because I don't want to make you feel, or I want to make sure I'm giving you as much inspiration as I can. Let's see, balance. That's card 14. Archangel Zadkiel is here to help bring balance to your situation. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So ideas from multiple sources, collaboration, cooperation gives great results. So be open to epiphanies and aha moments. November. 8 of Pentacles, sorry. coins. Learning all you can about a subject or career, going back to school, taking a seminar, finding a mentor, attention to detail, and skilled work that you love. Oh, I love that, because the whole energy of the reading was productivity stems from inspiration. When you focus on what brings you joy, my tasks become effortless actions. So that is lovely that you in November may be finally, finding that ikagi career where you have something that, I'm getting chills, brings you joy. It pays the bills. It's something, going to work is effortless because you love it so much, but it also brings you pentacles and emotional contentment. Wow, what a lovely reading. And then for December, we have the Four of Wind. Insights come from meditation, need to rest or take a vacation, allow yourself more time, mental exhaustion, get more sleep. So this corresponds with the Four of Swords in the traditional tarot. So December might be a little bit of a challenging time, but that's okay, because it's all part of life. It may be that you've worked really hard, and if you've had some struggles in, all the way back to July, August, September, where you're feeling like the light is finally at the end of the tunnel, by the time, and you worked really hard, but it was fun in November, December is a time to rest and retreat, which is great. A great time to do that, especially in the Northern Hemisphere, because the nights are long because of the days being short. So that is your year. Overall, great reading, very positive. And remember, all of this is just a guide. We have the power to change and to manifest whatever we want. But I think you're going to have a great 2021, Group 2. Take care. Hello, Group 3. This is your yearly overview for 2021. If you picked pile 3, you picked the Modern Witch Tarot deck. And so to start off, I'm going to pull a card from Gabby Bernstein's Spirit Junkie deck. Right there. I love it. It's got like these really great affirmations, and I like to use them as an overall energy for my readings. So I'm gonna pull one of these, and then we'll get going on your predictions for the year, or your messages from Spirit about the year ahead. So let's pick a card, and then we'll get going. All right. This is so funny. It's literally the same card from Group 2. I love this one. My productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. So that's really something that's the same as Group 2. Okay, so let's get into your reading. We have the Modern Witch Tarot, and we're going to do 13 cards, no reversals. The card in the middle is going to be the overall energy for the year, and then we'll do one card for each month. And like I was explaining to the other groups, I had seen this video not too long ago about how many possible combinations there are in tarot, and like if you pulled a series of cards, you like literally could not pull the same sequence for your entire life, and because of the number of different combinations that there are. So if you are reading or watching a bunch of these readings and you have the same cards that keep coming up, or same situations, then most likely that is the universe or spirit trying to give you a message. You wouldn't be watching this if you weren't a spirit junkie, if you didn't believe or think that there was some little bit of truth to this. And remember that we can change the outcome at any time. We manifest our own reality, And these are Tarot really just helps us to kind of put a visual on what we already know. So this is going to be the year ahead. It can give you an idea of where things are going or what they're going to be like, and maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. We'll see. I would love for you to come back in a year and tell me if any of this actually, if there was something in this that helped you, gave you maybe some just some stamina to get through a difficult time, or of course I would love it if you helped confirm that there was some truth to it, because that just helps me know that I'm on the right path and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I never would have thought that I would be doing tarot readings, but here we are. So life's funny like that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start your overall energy. Then we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. All right, and I know it's not the greatest setup. I'm doing it on my floor because I don't have a nice table set up yet, but it's all good. It's all good. All right. Let's start. Overall energy, group 3. Ooh, 2 of Pentacles. So, the year 2021, 2 of Pentacles is all about juggling and balance and finding that flow that allows you to feel balanced. So, it might be a little bit of an unbalanced year, or it might be a year where you're really trying to find that perfect balance for everything in your life. And sometimes that's just how life goes, right? Yeah, not much more I can say about that. Let's see where this goes. All right, January, we have, Ace of Pentacles. Well, there you go. All right, so nothing like starting off the year with a bang. Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what we have for that. The Ace of Pentacles is an offer, so maybe someone will come to you with an offer, maybe a new job, a job offer, a new beginning in something. Possibilities. The world is full of possibilities. Live your life and let good things come to you is what the book says. So January is a time of where you will just be loving life, and when you love life and expect good and abundance, it has it has a way of showing up for you. So keep that positive energy around you, group 3. Ooh. February, oh goodness, the Tower. The Tower is it feels like a bad card. Nobody likes to go through these shakeups in life, right? But the thing about these shakeups is that a lot of times they happen for our highest good. All the time they happen for our highest good. I don't believe that there's any other way. It has been because of these moments in my life, personally, that I've gotten to a place where things are so much better and so much more abundant and lovely. And so sometimes we can cause these. Sometimes the universe will give them to us whether we want them or not, because it knows what's best for us. So if something happens in February that's hard or shakes up your life, embrace it. Radical acceptance. It's hard sometimes to practice radical acceptance. It doesn't always come right away, But feel your feelings, go through all those stages that you need to, but know that the universe has your back, and that when a lot of times when things like this happen, it's for something even better to come along. So let's see what something I know something better is going to be in these cards. So let's see how soon it happens for you. Oh, March, we have the Chariot. Awesome. So if February brings a tower moment that shakes everything up and kind of rocks your world, well, then in March you are taking your power back and moving towards what you want in the right direction with a very balanced energy. You know, this is a balanced energy. The tower comes and shakes things up. Well, you are embodying this balanced energy all year long. So that shakeup is not going to rattle you for too long, because in March you are moving somewhere. You may be physically moving, you may be just moving towards a better understanding or acceptance. But what a great card to come after the tower. I mean, you couldn't ask for a more perfect card to come after the tower in my opinion. All right, April, we have the Knight of Wands. So another movement card. Knights are all about movement, and the Knight of Wands in particular, not as fast as the Knight of Swords, but almost as fast. So kind of a moderate moving energy. Action without time to stop and think. Reckless, abandon, risky opportunities. So yeah, and you know, you may have decided, well, I'm going to go ahead and move forward in this balanced energy, and then in April you might get this wind of passion, or someone comes into your life. That could also happen, of course. Take it how it resonates. But you know, in April you may have a little bit of a fire under your tush, and you might move towards something passionately but a little bit recklessly, and that's okay, because your overall energy is the Two of Pentacles, and you're going to learn that balance. So let's see what May brings for you. Ooh, Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. So maybe in April, if you're not careful, in May you might be left out in the cold somehow, or something comes along that makes you feel that way. I think that this is just another card of that balance, like finding that balance so that you're not left out in the cold. Let's see, Five of Pentacles, this book. Don't be too proud or scared to ask for help. If you're struggling and you feel like there's absolutely nothing to do but put your head down and try and suffer through it. But if you look around, you'll see there's warmth and loved ones who are willing to help you out. Even if it's just a kind shoulder cry on, they'll help you weather the storm. So even if May is hard, remember that. If you are feeling left out in the cold by this tower movement, by moving, or something happens to shake you up some more, leave you feeling abandoned, don't hesitate to reach out for help, because there are people that love you and want to help you. And that storms are a part of life, right? You know, sometimes we can start off with the best feeling, attitude, abundance, and then something happens and it shakes our confidence. You know, it's okay. And as long as we keep moving forward, even sometimes in reckless abandon, you know, it'll still feel like we got left out in the cold. Life is all about how we weather the storms and how we handle those. Again, this ties into this, you know, it may be a little bit of a rough year for you. We all have rough years. Some of my hardest years have been some of my best years. You know, some of my most memorable years. This is a 5-year, 2021 is a 5-year, and the month of May is a 5-month, and here we have the Five of Pentacles. So those cards and those numbers indicate change. Fives indicate change. So something might happen where you feel this way, but sometimes those are the periods that bring about the most change and the most positive change for us. So, group 3, I feel for you, because I've been through these months. I've had months like this, and they're really trying times, but those trying times have messages and meaning for us, and so it's important that we do our best to embrace life as it comes to us, right? Okay, then in June, we have Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles is a card about wondering if what you're doing is worth it, basically. So to me, this is like if you're in a relationship and you keep pouring into this relationship to grow these pentacles, grow the relationship, and you feel like you're not getting a return on it yet. You don't have like the growth or whatever. Sometimes that can be discouraging, and it's hard to stay the course. But remember, you're in this energy of balance and juggling it all, and that is hard sometimes. So if you're feeling that in, May, you're feeling kind of abandoned and shut out and left out, like, out in the cold, then in June, you may start working on something and just wondering, when am I going to see the fruits of my labor? Patience, patience, patience. Another thing about the Two of Pentacles, it has the infinity sign, and that's all about infinity. To me, is eternity. It's like, it's almost like time is all there, and it's all connected, and it all circles back around, and if we just have a little bit of patience, we're going to get through it. All right, so June, July, Ten of Swords. Oh, group 3. Oh, group 3. Ten of Swords. The ultimate betrayal. But the thing about the Ten of Swords, I have felt this Ten of Swords feeling stabbed in the back, like ruthlessly 10 times, and feeling like I'll never get up, or I can't get up. The thing about the Ten of Swords is that it's the end. It's the end of this. So, to me, it feels like you may have a relationship that ends very powerfully, very painfully, and it may come out of the blue all of a sudden. It makes me think of like being in a relationship with someone that's narcissistic or has narcissistic personality disorder. You'll know if this is for you. Those endings, a lot of times things are great, and then out of the blue the relationship ends, and it's really hard to move on from that kind of a relationship, and it takes people, this feels like that energy to me. This feels a lot like that. And so if we're in June and you're feeling like, when am I gonna see the benefits of my labor, and then in July, another setback, you're feeling like this Ten of Swords is betrayal, but know that the end of the pain is coming, and that they won't be able to hurt you anymore, because 10 is the end. Then they won't be able to hurt you anymore. Group 3, I want you to have a good year, but I also I'm reading the cards as they come, and I have to be honest. And we all know that some years are good and some are bad. I don't want you to go into the rest of this year as in fear, because sometimes, of course, this could all change. We have the power to change our circumstances. So, if there's something that happens that you don't like the energy of, just change it. You have the power to do that. this is a random pull of cards, and it may not be you. It may not be you. So don't manifest. I don't want you to manifest this into your reality if you don't want to. But sometimes things like this have to happen to move us to where we need to be. So please just know that if we all have hard years, we all have hard months, we all have hard days, but there is a positive in all of the hard things that happen. There's growth, there's opportunity, there's everything is as it should be. So, all right, June, July, August. Everything is fine. Oh, my battery's about to die, so I'm gonna have to hurry. This is just an extra bonus card in this deck. So August is another month. So July and August might be really hard for you. You feel brokenhearted and hurt. And then in September, we have the King of Swords. So someone's coming in, maybe. This King of Swords will come in, or you embody this power, this logic, you've gone through the fire, the pain, the cutting of the swords, the backstabbing, and you are going to be that ruthless, determined person. Again, more about balance. And then in October, we have the Page of Pentacles. So we have a naive, young, sometimes it's like you come out of this experience with this new, pure energy. October. So Page of Pentacles. Let's see what this says. It says, focused on goals, young and inexperienced, but it has drive and determination. Don't disregard their talents and rise up to the occasion. So start taking concrete steps again. So, after this heartache and this really rough energy of July and August, you might be feeling a little bit, might swing the pendulum too far and be that ruthless King of Swords, but then you fall back into this determined, kind of innocent page. Oh, I love it. November, you've got the Eight of Cups. That's all about turning your back on what's no longer serving you, moving towards the future, even if you don't know what it holds, because you're trusting that the universe has something even better in store for you. So I love this energy. I've been on this journey. I know how it feels. It sucks, but it can lead you to a place of beautiful, beautiful healing and love and abundance. So December, oh, I just got goosebumps. The sun, oh, I love it. I love this so much. If this says anything, this shows us that no matter what, no matter how hard our years are, no matter how many trials and tribulations we go through, the sun is always shining. The sun is always shining behind the clouds. After every storm, the sun is still there. So for December, you are going to be feeling that radiant sunlight and having, just feeling like that pure, lovely, loving energy of the inner child. I love this. I was so worried about this at the beginning, but it turned out to be really beautiful. What a beautiful, beautiful reading, Group 3. I wish you all the best, and hope this helps in some way. Take care.